Okie dokie, let's have a look at another MP today. We're going to look at Rachel Reeves' expenses, etc. So let's have a look down. Of course, currently she's the Chancellor, so her office costs go down because she just gets loads of staff. Now she's the Chancellor. But prior to that, yeah, lots of money. You can see it here. The usual story. So we've had to pay out a fortune in accommodation. Again, dependent travel. I would love to know why we're paying for dependents' travel. I mean, it might only be £250, but why is the taxpayer paying for Rachel Reeves's dependents to travel anywhere? She can afford to pay for it herself. So, usually again, £245,000 in staffing costs. She was charging for accommodation, £7,000 that there. Let's go back a little bit, shall we, to a year where. So there we go. You were paying £1,800 for Rachel Reeves' council tax. £13,680 for Rachel Reeves' rent. £1,100 a month you have been paying for Rachel Reeves' rent. How about a landline and internet? Yeah, you've been paying for that as well. You can see that. £457. So this is all in the year 23 to 24. Incredible, isn't it, really? £3,500 you had to pay for a travel, £600 in mileage for a car, £3,000 in rail costs. Then you had to pay for her office, £19,000, cleaning services, landline. You had to pay for her staff to travel around to do the work that she should be doing, but, you know, apparently they don't have to do the work, they just get people to do it for them, and we pay for it. Great, eh? So there's that. I mean, it's just incredible, don't you think? You can go for any year, the amount of money just a single person costs us, even though she should be doing the job herself. We shouldn't be paying for all her staff. We shouldn't be paying for her accommodation. We shouldn't be paying for her travel. She could get a salary like a normal person and then just do all this out of her salary like a normal person. Here again, dependent travel. Why are we paying for Rachel Reeves's dependents to travel? Please someone explain this to me. It's ridiculous. So let's have a look down, 23-24. Let's have a look at her payroll. So apparently on her £86,000 salary in 23-24, she couldn't manage to pay for her own dependents' travel. What other information have we got? Let's have a look. So reward and recognition, total amount paid, £4,500. Yeah. Accommodation deposit loan outstanding, £1,300. Let's go back a little bit further when she probably thought she was never going to be in a position to be the Chancellor. 76 grand, additional salary 8.5 grand for being a committee chair. So even though she's got a job as an MP, if she goes and does any actual work, she gets paid more money. Yeah, not bad, eh? Here's the staff that she had. Look, parliamentary assistant, administrative officer, and that's it. Apparently they cost nearly £250,000, or it might have been about 200,000 this year. Any loans this year? Accommodation loan? Any debt written off? No. Contingency payments. There you go. Unbelievable, isn't it? Paying for a council tax, paying for a staff to do the work, paying for dependents to travel around. Right, let's have a look at our registered interest. There's not going to be a lot on this because she's the Chancellor now. And these are all the most recent ones, but we can still have a little look, can't we? So, employment and earnings. Writing a book from Peters, Fraser and Dunlop Limited. Okay. No actual salary for writing a book, apparently. Donations and other support for activities in MP, which she can't pay for it herself. 30 grand she got given. Gifts and benefits. National Theatre. 2 tickets. Performance and dinner, £265. How lovely for her. Have any of you been given 265 quid's worth of tickets and dinner at the Royal National Theatre? I very much doubt it. Just because she's an MP. Oh, the National Theatre again. Wonderful. How wonderful for her. 4 tickets to a performance for me and 3 family members. How lovely. 600 quid from Anschutz Sports Holdings Limited for constant tickets and refreshments for me and 1 family member. Lovely. Land and property. She owns a house in London. It is interesting to note a lot of MPs don't seem to own houses in their declaration of interests. But when you look them up, they appear to own houses. So I'm a little bit confused as to why they're not declaring them. But at least Rachel Reeves does. Rental income. The rental income is paid jointly to my partner and me. That's nice for her, isn't it? Earning money. But don't forget, we pay for her accommodation as well. So she can rent out houses that she owns whilst we pay for her accommodation that she then lives in. Pretty much unbelievable, isn't it? So there you go. That's the current situation with Rachel Reeves. Let's just have a little look. We just go down. 24-25 MP payroll, 91 grand. Staff, yeah, caseworker, parliamentary assistant. This is 24-25. Yeah, the usual story. So not only does she get what is going to be a £98,000 salary in April, she gets everything else given to her. Council tax, bills paid for her, rent paid for her, travel paid for her, dependents travel paid for her, people buying her tickets to go and see the theatre, people buying her dinner, writing a book. I mean, what a privileged lifestyle these people live, yet they don't appear to do the job that we actually pay them for. It's pretty poor, isn't it, really? Anyway, hope you enjoyed that one. Get ready for the next.